Okay, Jeremy here, Jeeps Unlimited, partsbreakers.com. Listing a YJ tub, 1987 to 1995, or if you're looking for a CJ7 tub, this is a viable option to convert from. There are a couple differences, but dimensionally they are the same. Doors, seats, I mean pretty much everything on these guys is the same. The tailgate's different and the heater box, the way it mounts is different, but there's a couple workarounds for that. So you can call me and I can go over that with you. This is like what I would consider a high B grade. It is a beautiful tub. It has one spot of rust and it is an odd spot. This is a California tub. So even California tubs, you're gonna have occasionally, you know, it's kind of a misnomer that anything out west is always gonna be spotless, which, you know, most of this tub is spotless, but I'm going to show you that here in a second. The other thing that this tub has is, see these holes here? Those are not factory. Those are for rock sliders that were installed on this guy. So you could either fill those in, or if you're planning on using some sort of step or rock slider, that will either take place of those holes or cover them up potentially. So all the little holes here are all factory. Those are for your fender flares. This is an earlier YJ tub, so if you are doing a CJ conversion, it is a slightly easier tub to do it on because the battery trays are and some of the little mounting stuff on the firewall are the same. It's got a liner in it, which is nice. They did a pretty good job with that. And from what I can tell, and I scraped off a little bit just to make sure on some of the problem areas, that it's not coating or covering rust up. And we'll look at the bottom here to show you that, to confirm that, because the bottom is super clean. I had one other YJ out here a few months ago. It was actually a personal YJ that had a little bit of rust showing up in the same place this one is. So it's kind of an unusual spot, or not very unusual to get it, but even on a clean tub. So anyway, without further ado, so you got the floorboards, they're nice and clean. You can see I scraped a little bit here and here just to get kind of a feel what's going on underneath. This is another area that loves to rust. This is beautiful. There's no broken bolts here underneath your roll bar pads. That's your driver's side, rear driver's side, rear passenger side. Okay, nothing broken off here. And then you have this guy. And then we scraped a little bit here, bare metal. So so the good news is when they did the rhino liner or the raptor skin, whatever this stuff is, they weren't trying to hide something. They were doing it for aesthetic or whatever the reason. It's even a little thin in some of these areas, so you can redo it if you wanted to, or you could continue to peel it off. A good washer like we have, a hot seat, will do it in just a little bit of time. So otherwise, this guy is beautiful. There's no rust up here. The cowl's clean. A little bit of surface here. That's kind of an odd spot. The paint probably came off there and they just never coated it with anything and it oxidized eventually. And then here's that spot right here. And it's about the size of my palm, so about 3.5, 4 inches. Okay, and you can see, I'm going to show you the back side of it just to give you an idea. It's actually not all the way through, which is nice. So I definitely treat that. I get that, take that out. I flake off what you can. You could blast it and push through it and then just fill it in if you wanted. Although I think there's enough material there left that I would just get it cleaned up and get a rust neutralizer on it, and then you could fill in where you needed to. But that's it, just those two spots, and for that you're saving quite a bit of money. We don't discount our tubs very often, but we do discount them when they're like this. So it's about $1,000 off. We're getting $3,500 out of a grade A tub right now, and so we're going to be right around $2,500 on this guy listed. So plus delivery, which if you catch me on one of my runs, that will save you substantially as well. So everything else is great. There's not even dings or dents on it or scratches. So I think this is going to be a good tub for someone that doesn't want to necessarily spend the top tier on what we get for other ones. We brought back 4 tubs. This is one of them. We have 3 grade A's and then this one, and one of our grade A's, we just brought them back yesterday, is already sold, and anticipate that the other 2 go pretty quickly as well. But those are listed online on our website, partsbreakers.com. Let me get this guy in the air, and there'll be photos as well. So if you happen to see this on YouTube and want to see the actual photos, here's the firewall. Nice, clean, rust-free firewall. Okay, a little bit of oxidized metal, but nothing losing, no surface, no bubbling, nothing like that. Okay, and And let me get this guy up here. So we have 7 acres of rust-free Jeep parts out here. Like I said, it just, everybody thinks that West Coast tubs, you know, and for the most part they are. They're going to be the cream of the crop. But every once in a while, something like this you're going to find, even whole Jeeps. So one main thing I want to show you on the bottom are the torque pockets. It's what I like to call what makes or breaks a tub. Okay, so that's your first one. There's 10 of them all together on the tub, one up front. Nice clean threads, right? Those are your 1, 2, and I missed this guy 3, so you got 3 there. Those are all nice clean threads. You got this guy back here. And those float. These, by the way, they're supposed to float in there, which is good. They're nice clean threads. Nothing broke. These always like to break on the rear, and absolutely beautiful. Let me see if I can get the lighting better here for you. There you go. Okay, so that's what you want to see. So this thing is going to bolt right to your frame and not have any issues whatsoever with that. Okay, and then the overall tub bottom, and you can see, okay, here's that rust here. There's absolutely nothing bleeding through down here. Great shape, super clean tunnel. All right, everything. Let me see if I can zoom out here a little bit. There we go. So the tunnel is in excellent shape. Screw holes here, okay? And that's not super uncommon. It's where the console goes, and people, they get loose, so people just start going willy-nilly with self-tappers. That gets covered up with a console, but something you should be aware to see. And then you got these two, which are probably also something that was mounted in the passenger floor area. And then again back through here. So absolutely no rust on the bottom side of this tub anywhere. And then here, this is another area. This is that area right behind. See how clean that is? So if there's rust in this tub on that floor, this would be the I would say 90% of the time, this would be where it would show up here. Also the driver floorboard, which is also beautiful. There's not a bit of rust, nothing weak. I mean, that's, you can see it, black factory paint still underneath there. So, but these are another area. These seams here, you'll start seeing rust up here. This one's clean, obviously, nothing in the corners. Nothing up through here. Let's see if I can get a better shot there for you. And then again, what we call the roll bar feet pads, where the roll bar mounts, that's an area that loves to trap moisture. And both sides are absolutely beautiful. Not a bit of rust in those. So, okay. Questions, comments, concerns, give me a holler, 303-666-9020. It's Wednesday. Let's see, March. No, is it March? Is it March? Shit, it's March. What's March 1st? March 1st. That's my wife over there. She's also the one that's going to be answering the phones. So if you get her, she'll take care of you too. Anyway, March 1st. So March 6th is when I leave for the East Coast, Midwest. So if you catch this on YouTube and you're looking for a tub or a frame or both, we do package deals. So definitely reach out if you need a frame and a tub. We got nice belly pan skids. These all came from Cali. Just pulled a nice 2.5 engine. Haven't had those in a while. We got a nice 4.2, low miles, 88K on that guy. That just came in, ran great. I got one TJ frame. That's super hard to get those right now. They're equivalent. A TJ frame is equivalent to a YJ or CJ tub. The tubs on TJs are getting hot, but I have a couple of them right now. There's one over there. And then here's a couple oddball frames. This one is, look at this thing, look how clean this is. 1968. This one sold already. It was off a Commando. I'm delivering on this trip as well. And then a stack of YJ. I got 2 6-cylinder and 2 4-cylinders over there. The 6-cylinders have been hot. Those have been hard to get. Got some AX5s, AX15s in stock. I got an MB3550, and I believe I might even have an NSG 370, which is a 6-speed. And possibly an NSG 370 for a 4-cylinder. I think I got both options right now. So we got some really good inventory. All these loose parts we just brought back. So this is one of our last trips we have the East Coast till fall. There might be a summer trip in there, but more than likely, that's usually the time we use to clean up the yard. We have 7 acres out here. So questions, again, like I said, give me a holler. I'm gonna get this thing posted, and And I think we have 2 spots left on our trailer for tubs. So we have a few spots for frames left, but we're limited space. We can only haul 6 tubs at a time on our gooseneck, and we can haul like 16 frames. That's not a problem. They stack really well. So if you have anything else you need, give us a holler. And like I said, we'll build you a package price for everything, and we can go from there. Thanks a lot.